I don't even know how much of this we're going to use, but let's find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Mark Edmonds. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for the Division of Workforce Solutions within North Carolina Department of Commerce.
Hi, I'm Martin Falls. I am the Deputy Secretary for the Department of Military and Veteran Affairs of North Carolina.
My name is Mark Belos. I'm the Director of the Winston-Salem Department of Veterans Affairs Regional Office.
Hi, I'm Deanne Seekins. I'm the Network Director for the Mid-Atlantic Network, DISN 6.
I'm Dr. Michelle Laws, and I am over community engagement and empowerment for the North Carolina Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services.
I'm a 28-year Army veteran. I come from an Army family. My wife, my brother, my father, my grandfather.
I spent over 30 years in the Army. I went from a private to a colonel.
My father served in the military. He served in the Army.
I have a husband who's a veteran. I have a father who was a World War II veteran who used our healthcare system. And I have a son who's enlisting in the military next week.
You're talking about my passion. That's what you're talking about, my passion. What do we do here? We advocate for veterans and for the military installations within North Carolina.
I am responsible for veterans care in North Carolina and Virginia, provide service to about 500,000 unique veterans.
One of our overall objectives and missions is to increase the usage of our benefits. We are getting out around the state to educate veterans on what entitlements they may be eligible for.
Our division has invested millions of dollars to make sure that veterans have access to the appropriate mental health, developmental disabilities, and substance use disorder services that are needed. We want to make sure that no veteran is sleeping under a bridge. We want to make sure that not one more veteran dies by suicide in North Carolina.
So our part of the Veteran Support Network, this collaborative, this network is the job piece. And so we match veteran job seekers with employers. That's what we do. Any veteran that comes into the office gets priority of service. So they go to the front of the line for any job seeker services. They go to the front of the line for any funded training. They go to the front of the line for any employment services and to get them jobs.
We work hand in hand with Commerce, Department of Commerce, and Workforce Solutions in particular.
We can't do it on our own in the Department of Veterans Affairs. We have to collaborate and work with other people.
The Governor's Working Group is a great venue. You've got federal, state, local government, you've got civic organizations, you've got veteran service organizations such as the Veterans Foreign War, the American Legion. All those are partners.
One thing that sets veterans aside, the whole veteran community, is we leave no man or woman behind. And I think everybody takes that seriously. And so when you look at groups like the Governor's Working Group, it allows us all to come together and really help veterans that are in need.
What I've really appreciated about our Governor's Work Group is we've been able to walk hand in hand and focus on issues, suicide prevention, suicide awareness. You know, that is something that no one healthcare system, no one community partner can solve alone.
It's really exciting. Sometimes being with the organization I've been with for so long, you get used to doing things the same way. This is an opportunity to do things differently.
And one of the things I'd like to say as a result of the Governor's Working Group is North Carolina is now below the national average of veteran suicide rate. Second thing is North Carolina is below the national average of homeless veteran rate. So I can only attribute that to information, education, and collaboration.
Everyone has their niche, right? No one knows everything, and some of us specialize in very narrowly focused areas. And we believe that if we can pull all of these resources together and this expertise together through sharing of information through the North Carolina Governor's Working Group, sharing information, letting people know across the state what programs and services exist, then that's really key. That's critical.
Well, first of all, good afternoon, everyone. And as usual, I want to bring you greetings from the 75th Governor of the state of North Carolina, Roy Cooper.
Every day, there's a win somewhere, if you look at it. And that win keeps you going the next day and the day after and the day after. That yes, perseverance does work, and it makes it all worthwhile.